Hi dear students, this is Josephine Lavanya, your English teacher. Today we are going to see the first lesson from your literature book, 12 Silver Cups. It is written by Enid Blyton. Before moving into the lesson, there is a warm-up activity. Please open your book, page number 11. There you can see a picture of maze. On the right side, there is a boy. On the left side, there is a yellow cup. Now we are going to help the boy to read the yellow cup. This activity you have to do at your home. Have you participated in your school competition? Did you win any prizes? Did you feel happy at the moment? Yes. Your answers are yes, right? So you can see, you can feel the character of Jeffrey. He is a main character in our lesson. Let's introduce all characters in this lesson. First one, Jeffrey, a school boy. He is an excellent runner. Spot, it is a name of dog. It belongs to Jeffrey. Slow coach, it is a name of tortoise. It belongs to Jeffrey, which means Jeffrey who has two pets. What are they? Spot and slow coach. Fourth one, Jeffrey's father. Fifth one, Jeffrey's mother. These are the 5 characters we could see from this lesson. Let's move to the first paragraph of this lesson. Listen carefully. Jeffrey was a splendid runner and at his school sport, he always won all the running prizes. Jeffrey, he was a school going boy. He used to participate all his school competition. He won so many prizes. Let's move into the next line. He had 11 cups. So that year when he again won the prize for running, he had his 12th silver cup. How pleased he was. Already Jeffrey, he had won 11 silver cups. On the particular year, he won one more silver cup. Totally he had 12 silver cups and he was very happy about winning 12 silver cups. Coming to the next paragraph, and then what do you think happened to those 12 silver cups? One night a burglar got into the house and stole them all. He hadn't time to take anything else because Spot, a dog, began to bark. One day night, a burglar means thief, he came to Jeffrey's home. He started stealing the thing. He stole only 12 silver cups. Within that, Jeffrey's dog, Spot, it started barking at the thief. So he started run away from the place. Let's move to the next line. Daddy woke up and heard a noise and tore downstairs just in time to see a dark figure running down the garden. Daddy, he woke up from his sleep because he could hear the sound of Spot. He went to downstairs. He saw someone was running in his garden. To the next paragraph, Daddy switched on the light and saw that Jeffrey's cups were gone. He ran into the garden, but the man had disappeared. So Daddy rang up the police. Daddy, he went inside his home. He switched on the light. He started checking everything in his home. At the time he found that he missed 12 silver cups of Jeffrey. Again father, he went to the garden. He started searching the person. Before that, the person had disappeared. Daddy, he called the police to inform. To the next paragraph, but nobody seemed to be able to get back those cups. Jeffrey was very unhappy because they were his and he had been proud of them. Jeffrey, he didn't hear any news about those 12 silver cups. Now he was very upset. Previously, when he won 12 silver cups, he was proud of it. He was very happy about them. But now losing all 12 silver cups made him feel sad. Next paragraph. The policeman took a lot of notes and asked a great many questions, but he didn't catch the thief, though he said he felt sure he knew who it was. Very next day, policeman arrived at Jeffrey's home. There he started questioning Geoffrey as well as his father. He had collected so many information from them, but he didn't tell who was the thief. He couldn't find the thief, but he was trying to convince Geoffrey as well as his father that we knew who was the thief, definitely we would find them. Coming to the next paragraph, 2 weeks went by and nothing was heard of the 12 silver cups. Then another bit of bad luck came to Geoffrey. He lost his tortoise. 2 weeks later, one more bad news hit Geoffrey. What was it? He lost his tortoise. So tortoise, we know what is the tortoise name? Slow coach, right? So he lost his tortoise. Let's move into the next paragraph. He had Slow Coach, his tortoise, for 6 years and was fond of the quaint old creature. Slow Coach would let Geoffrey tickle him under the chin and would always poke his head out when Geoffrey whistled a special whistle. Now he was gone. In this paragraph, Geoffrey, he was explaining about his Slow Coach tortoise. It was an old creature. It had been living with him almost for 6 years. That was a very lovable creature. Slow Coach allowed Geoffrey to tickle under his chin. After that, whenever Geoffrey was making some special whistle sound, the Slow Coach tortoise, it poked his head out. Now he was feeling that I lost Slow Coach, I lost my Slow Coach. He was nowhere. Paragraph, oh mother, where do you think he can be? Said Geoffrey. I have hunted over every bit of the garden. This paragraph, Geoffrey, he went to his mother and he was asking to his mother that where did he go? I went inside the garden and checked clearly each and every place, but I couldn't find him. Where did he go? Let me see the answer of Geoffrey's mother. He must have escaped into someone else's garden, said mother. You know how tortoise wanted Geoffrey. Now Geoffrey's mother, she was answering Geoffrey that surely it could escape someone's garden. Did you know how tortoise used to move one place to another? Coming to the next paragraph, Geoffrey went to look at the fence and he looked very carefully indeed. Mother was right. The wire was not so strong. The spot had scraped at it and bent it back in one place so that he might get into the big plough field at the back. Geoffrey again, he went to his garden. He started searching Slow Coach everywhere. He started checking everywhere. At the time he found the fence which was made up of wire. He was thinking that my Slow Coach, it could have escaped in the opposite land, which means the agricultural land. Let's move to the next paragraph. His brown shell is so like the earth that I don't believe I did see him if he was right under my nose, said the boy. Hey Spot, come and help me find Slow Coach. Maybe your nose will find what my eyes can't. He was explaining about his Slow Coach shell. Actually Slow Coach color, it was brown. We know what was the agricultural land color, that's also they were in same color, so it was very hard to find. He was telling that even Slow Coach was under his eye, he couldn't find him because Slow Coach as well as the land, both of them were in same color. With the help of smelling sense, Spot, it could identify Slow Coach very easily. Let's move to the next paragraph. Spot squeezed through the hole in the wire and danced over the field yelping. He sniffed here and there, and then he and Geoffrey both saw the same thing. In the middle of the field, a piece of earth flew up into the air and then another. Now Spot, it squeezed himself on the hole and it went other side of the land. Both of them, Geoffrey as well as Spot, had reached the plough, which means the agricultural land. There, Spot started dancing and it was making elping sound, while Jeffrey and Spot, they had seen something in the middle of the land. What was happened? Let me see. In the middle of the land, there was a heavy wind. All the soil it started flow. Move to the next paragraph. Jeffrey ran over the furrows, and when he got to the place, he laughed. Jeffrey, he ran to the middle of the land. When he reached at the place, he started laughing. This old slow coach burying himself for a winter. He said, "What a long way you have walked over the field, slow coach." Now Jeffrey, he was thinking that the winter, it was heavy, so you came here and buried yourself, right? How long you have passed and reached here? Like they was asking question to slow coach. "Wow," said Spot, and danced around the tortoise. There was nothing much be seen of him except one hidden leg, for he was now half buried. Now Spot, the dog, it started dancing around the slow coach. Most of his body was buried, covered by soil. Only one leg we could see, which means Jeffrey could see. Other body part, it was covered by soil. Coming to the next paragraph, Jeffrey pulled slow coach gently out of the soil. "Slow coach, you have your own box of moss and bracken at home in the shed," he said. "That's where you sleep for the winter, not in a damp cold field where you might be hoed up. Come along." Now Jeffrey, he pulled slow coach from the soil, and he was telling the slow coach that you have a place for sleep in our home. Here the word moss and bracken, these are two types of trees where tortoise used to sleep. He was telling that it was not a place you buried here and hide yourself for a winter. This was not the place of you. You just come along with me. Otherwise, the farmers, they just turn the soil along with you. Let's see, move into the next paragraph. Spot went to the hole and sniffed there. Then he began to scratch excitedly at the earth. Then, in a few moments, Jeffrey was spattered from head to foot with flying soil. Spot could see a hole near the tortoise. It went there. It started sniffing on the hole. It scratched on the particular place. When it was scraping, Jeffrey, he was filled with soil from head to toe. "Stop, stop, stop," he yelled. "Are you thinking of burying yourself for the winter too? You are not a tortoise. Don't be silly." Now Jeffrey, he was telling to the Spot that you are not a tortoise. Don't bury yourself like tortoise. Act like a dog. But Spot won't stop. He went on and on digging, and then a strange thing happened. He pulled hard at a dirty brown rope and yelped loudly. Now Spot, it was continuously scraping, and it found a brown rope. It was pulling something. It found a brown rope and it started yelping. Yelping means it started making noise. Spot, it started making noise. Coming to the next paragraph, Jeffrey put the tortoise down and helped Spot. He pulled at the rope and a sack came slowly up from the earth. Something inside it clinked. Jeffrey, he just left the tortoise down and he went for helping to Spot. With the Spot, he was also digging. He was also scraping the land. There they could found a sack. Slowly, Spot as well as Jeffrey, they were pulling the sack out of the soil. Something, it was shining inside. Move to the next paragraph. Geoffrey undid the rope and looked inside the little sack. Yes, the thief had hurriedly buried them in the middle of the field, meaning to return for them when it was safe. There they all were in the dirty sack, very dull and tarnished, and with scratches here and there, but safe. Now Geoffrey, he untied the rope. He saw inside the sack. He got surprised. Why? He found all his 12 silver cups, but it was not shining. It has so many scratches. It turned the color. Previously it was a silver cup. Now it turned as a brown one. Why? It buried inside the soil. Here Geoffrey, he was telling us that the thief, he could have come back when it was safe and he would take it again. In the hurry manner, he came here and buried in the middle of the land. When it was safe, definitely he could come and he would take the sack of the silver cups again. Let's move to the next paragraph. With Slow-Coach in one hand, the sack over his shoulder, and Spot helping round his feet excitedly, Geoffrey rushed home. Now Geoffrey, he found his cups, we know. Geoffrey, he took Slow-Coach on his one hand, and he took 12 silver cups and he put on his shoulder. He started moving to his home. At the time, Spot, it was making some sound, it was dancing, and it was rounding over Geoffrey and Slow-Coach. Let's move to the next line. Mother, mother, he yelled, I have found my 12 silver cups. At least Slow-Coach really found them, and Spot dug them up. But I have got them, I have got them, I have got them. Now Geoffrey, he reached his home and he was informing his mother that really Slow-Coach, it identified the place and it went there. After that, Spot, it helped me to duck the land. Then I found, which means both of the animals, Spot as well as Slow-Coach, both of them were pet of Geoffrey. Both of them really helped them, so Geoffrey could find 12 silver cups. Now he was telling to his mother that I have found my 12 silver cups, I have found my 12 silver cups, and he was very, very happy. Let's end here. Thank you.